for this reading, Cancer, is the card of the island. This comes from the Earth Magic deck by Stephen Farmer. And this is the first thing that came to me when I was meditating on this card was, first of all, the difference between solitude and isolation. There's a difference. Isolation is sort of more of a retreat out of protection or fear, and solitude is a choice that you seek, right? It's to, go toward a moment where you can drop everything, drop the mind chatter, drop the schedule, drop everything, and clear your spirit, clear your mind. Find that quiet time. And solitude is something that you really want to incorporate in your day, from day to day. It's a balancing of your energy. And it's important to spend time alone with you. Okay? So let's see where we are here. The starting point here for this reading, when it talks about and the second thing that came to mind was that this may not mean for you, Cancer, that you're, like I said, it's not a point of isolation, that you have to escape the madness and you have to get alone. And it's more of a reminder, a gentle reminder to seek that solitude for yourself on a timely, in a timely way, in a consistent way. Like maybe get up a little early every morning and spend an extra hour in solitude, receiving in the day or in the evening, whatever it is that you can break off little chunks of time, even if it's 10 minutes, that is for your spirit to rest and rejuvenate and prepare for the next phase of activity and engagement. Okay? All right. So the Zen Tarot spread that we're doing is my little spread I made up called The Tree. And the first set of branches here, this is kind of your starting point, the central part. Yeah. So see, your starting point here in this, as it relates to solitude, is inner voice. So follow your inner guide. When it's time to break away, take 10 minutes, take some deep breaths, get some meditation in, or, put down the electronics and maybe just, watch nature or, just be. Take your hot bath, light some candles, whatever it is that can strip it away, even if it's a short time. Use your guides, your intuition to let you know when it's time, right? Just a reminder to continue a practice if you already have one. And if you don't, it's a reminder to start. Internally, and the internal energy that supports this idea of trusting your intuition as to when it is time to create solitude, a space of solitude for yourself. There's a sense of excitement underneath that. Like, maybe your soul gets to meet your soul. You get to meet up with yourself every afternoon at noon or whatever that is. Once you create a practice that is consistent, you will look forward to it. Just like this little figure in this card is looking forward to really the unknown that's ahead, but that looks promising, depicted by this rainbow light shining toward her. So this is what will start to manifest within you, is this real looking forward to your next meditation session, or your next walk on the beach, or walk in the forest, or whatever the terrain's like where you live, or whatever the practice is for you to sort of press the pause button every day. That's you'll soon find that with consistency in this practice, you'll really start to look forward to it. And it will definitely have a healing effect. In your external world, there may be, look at this, we got the mind card. So forgetting to follow your intuition. Oh, it's time. I need to take a break right now. And failing to do that, what will it create? Is just more clutter, chaos in your mind. We have so much information flying at us and just coming right into our hands every day, with technology and the news. Just it's relentless, and we can easily get caught up in that. And our minds, want to absorb as much as we can. That's what the mind is for, right? For absorbing information and processing it and using it. However, balancing it out with that time in touch with spirit is more crucial than ever, at this point in our lives. So maintaining that balance is sort of, that's the guidance here for where you stand now. It's, setting the intention to have that balance and then starting off with a practice and then maintaining it. Okay. And then going forward, we'll see if it creates anything new for us. You might find moments, and this will be important, when, say, I can't see you, Cancer, as being this way, but let's say you have your practice of solitude scheduled every day for, 7:30 p.m. That's your candlelit bath with soft music, and that's when you get to just dip away for a half hour. And say something gets in the way of that appointment with yourself, and that you feel, you don't want to compromise it, and you feel very frustrated because you're going to miss that time or whatever. I just don't feel that to you, but because I feel like you're more of a going with the flow sign. But there are moments when we get caught off guard, right? And there may be days, even if you're beginning a practice of just checking in, even if it's while you're driving, and checking in with yourself and being with spirit, in those moments, and to sort of clear the human form that we're always, clear that pressure that we put on ourselves, on our mind and body during the day. So be gentle with yourself, I think, is the message I'm getting. If there has to be a day or 2 or 3 when you skip this practice, it's okay, right? Don't feel like you have to be so hard-lined and, that you failed yourself if you have to skip the practice. But I just don't really see, I'm just thinking this is kind of like just a little teaser, like a little gentle reminder for you to go with the flow, which I think you kind of already have mastered, Cancer. So let's just say this one's a given, okay? The compromise card. There will be times when you need to modify. But look what it leads to. Look at this the next level of awareness is literally being in solitude, turning in as a practice. And look at, she's got the water, the symbol of the water is there with her, which is the depth of her emotion and being really in touch with the core of herself. And then in her mind, she's got the chatter and the voices and the reminders that are trying to reach her, but she seems impenetrable there, doesn't she? She's very much at peace. I like this. This is where the practice will lead to, where this energy of the mind, right, is really going to be put at bay with this practice, with this regular practice of solitude. Oh, I love it. Within you, in your inner vibrations, you're gaining more and more trust in the way that things lay out in your life. And this practice of checking out every day or every couple days for however long you can really is helping to build your trust in the universe, to build your connection to sort of that flow that's always there, and you're learning that even in the tricky days, that will pass. and we'll be okay. This space of solitude becomes more important in those tricky days. And what we tend to do, some of us, is go the opposite way. When things get more hectic, we buy into that and we pull into that energy and we let it take us away, right? And this reading here is just to remind you that practice, that checking out, even if it's chaotic, is what's going to regenerate you and refresh you and set you back on your path, okay? And that's where we come to our next card. It's integrating those opposites, the hectic, the outer and the inner, the external chatter, the world that's always sending us information, and then our internal world where we are, receiving but then quickly sending out energy of love, right? So this is going to be, this is sort of the result of the practice, of the solitude practice. And then look at that. I just said that it's going to have a healing effect on you. And that is the sort of overall message of your reading, is this healing quality that this practice will have. All it's going to take is, maybe a week or two of consistent, sort of maybe set your alarm in your phone or on in your home that reminds you it's time to check out. It's time for my time. Take that 10 minutes, take that 30 minutes, take a walk, whatever it is for you, practice it. No talking, no phone calls, just being, right? In this space of peace, where even if there's chaos going around you, you can stay calm and still and go deep, right? You'll begin to really, really look forward to it, actually, just kind of like this adventure card. And overall, in the end, that healing quality, the thread between mind, body, and spirit are really going to become strong, right? See how the heart chakra is lit up with the lotus, and then hand on the third eye chakra and on the third chakra, the sense of self-empowerment. It's all integrating. The healing is on its way. And then on top of it all, this card is a card of your emotions. So it will heal your emotional upsets. You'll soon find that you're just operating with an underlying sort of sense of equanimity. You just always are, moving through very, very evenly through your life. And stuff will happen and you get a little thrown off, and then you can always get back on track. This reading could be for anyone, but at this time, I was guided to share it with you, Cancer. So happy birthday, by the way. And let's see if you can start off your birth year with a new, more enhanced practice, okay? And even if you already have a practice in place, then this reading is just a clarification of the benefits, right, that you are receiving and that you will continue to receive.